Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. Today I'm going to bring you a quick video on Floki Inu and two other main coins. A lot of you have been asking what is the price looking like for Floki Inu with the market tanking a little and having what we would call a correction up to 20%. Well, there is some good news according to the analysts we'll go through in today's video. But to keep this short, and let's get into the video. So before I start today's video, I have to say anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. But we all know this bit, we are here for educational purposes only. So with that being said, let's jump straight into CoinMarketCap and see what is Floki Inu's price chart saying compared to Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. Boom. Well, as you can see on the day, Floki Inu is down 14%, but that's not surprising because the whole crypto is taking this big correction. Now it's been down yesterday. So yesterday it took a big dip and correction and has been on trend ever since. But what is this saying for Floki Inu and what is the price saying? Well, let's jump into Floki Inu's price chart. Well, as you can see, like I said, it is in a bit of a downtrend and you can see here that the moving averages seem to be in a dip. It come out of the dip and went straight back in, and this was the kind of support it was holding. This for me was a key area, but unfortunately now, as we can see, it's smashed through that and continuing on the downside. So where will Floki Inu fall to? Well, if we just zoom out and go on to the 1 hour candles, you will see that it is no real support down there. It is on free fall at the moment. So what we're looking to do is see where the bears run out of steam. So we have to keep a close eye on this. For me, it could go all the way down to around about the 3.5 or even lower, because if we zoom in, it did take a bit of a big action. And for me, it was quite a bit of a dip from this consolidated support up here, and it smashed straight through what we've seen as the strong support without even battering an eyelid, and is continuing on to the downside. But that is not just everything. It's not all bad news, because according to analysts, next crypto to explode is these ones here: BitGert, Centex, Safe, Baby Doge and Floki Inu. Now, if we go down to Floki Inu, they say that the Floki Inu team to this cryptocurrency that is attracting the crypto community's attention. And we all know this. This is very true. They are doing a lot of advertising. They've got a lot of stuff coming up in the pipeline. They're going to do their DAO. They're coming into the gaming thing. They've got a lot that they want to do with this token. So it's no surprise that analysts are bullish on this. So for me, the price reflection is not necessarily the coin or the token doing so bad, is because the old market is sort of going in a downtrend. And sorry to say that when it does happen like that, that the main lower cap coins do tend to bleed a lot easier, because these are the coins that are being backed by retail money, been backed by people like me, you and every Joe blogs, and they tend to panic first. The weak hands are really there, so they tend to sell out pretty much straight away. But how does the Floki price compare to its two biggest rivals? For me, Doge and Shiba Inu. So let's just have a quick look at their price to see if you agree that which one is coming. Well, as you can see, Doge is not as down on the day as Floki, and this is not surprising because Doge has just come out of what was recently an 18% rally, but it is showing signs of the same downtrend that Floki did. Now, we really need to look at the price chart to see, are there better supports there? Are the percentages of, downwards trend more or less than Floki Inu? But for me, I think Doge is just showing a bit better sign of support at the moment. But that doesn't say, if we look at the chart, you can see, but that doesn't say that there's more bullish news coming out on Floki Inu. For me, there seems to be a lot more stuff going on with the Floki Inu token than there is the Dogecoin, which for me is going to see a lot more bullish momentum. This token is purely going to be built on the hype of how Elon Musk does, or any news that comes out like that. Whereas I think for me, Floki Inu is more on the utility and what it's going to bring out about the DAO and when it chooses to do its other updates. But the support levels to fall down. If you have a look at Dogecoin here, it's just broken through this level of support. Now it's going to be into resistance, and there's another key level here. Whereas if we look at Floki, when we look at how their support works, you can see there's no real support levels down here if we look back at the historical chart, and this is just really into free fall. Even if we zoom out into the daily chart, you can see that there's still not a big area unless you look all the way back here, which for me, if we come down, is way back in the beginning before Floki had this massive pump. Look, Shiba Inu on the day again is really following Dogecoin, and this is just a small 2.7%. This is not a correction. This is what we would call a pullback. From anything from 0 to 10%, I would call a pullback. 10% to 20%, I'd call a correction, and 20% to 50%, I would call a crash. And that's just how I trade and how I look at positioning myself. But if you have a look, this is following pretty much Dogecoin's pattern to the absolute T. And for me, it doesn't seem to have had a drastic dip. So at the moment in time, I'd say Dogecoin and Shiba Inu are slightly tipping Floki Inu, but I think, as the analyst said in the bullish news that we had, I think overall that we would see a lot more the quicker recovery on Floki Inu. Now you can see Bitcoin is doing exactly what it's been doing now for almost a week, bouncing around between 41 and 42. There's not that much. If we go onto the 4-hour chart, there's not that much difference in it. It's just literally pumping up, coming down, consolidating a little bit, and we are on a bit of a downtrend with Bitcoin at the moment, but it's not breaking through them key areas that I like to say of 40,000. But it's not breaking through the, if we quickly jump onto this chart, it is bouncing off the 40k support, which is neutral. Now this has been a slow grind down, which to me suggests that it's just retail money selling out. You can see that the absolute candles are pretty symmetrical. It was a weak effort from the bears here, but they've just really been grinding down. Now this is turning into a textbook's descending channel. So for me, at the descending channel, we should be in a bit of a relief. As people know, when you're in these kind of descending channels here like this, and you're getting down to your kind of support area here, we should be seeing a bounce, maybe consolidation, and the next thing should be a U-turn up and probably testing this support area here of 42,300. So this will keep the Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole boring, stagnant. If you have a look even at coin market cap and see that the overall crypto market has been dead. There's been absolutely no movement really within the market. Everything's just been doing 2, 3, 4%. As you can see here, look, 2, 0.2, big one here, maybe 6, but obviously everything's down, but it is boring. People are sitting on the sidelines. There's not much people, you know, coming in or taking off the exchanges. Everyone's just waiting for that next buzz, then to pump up, and people will start going long in crypto again pretty shortly. So I hope this again has been informational for you. Everything makes sense that I'm telling about.